Hello, goblins. It's Chris, Eldritch Pipes, with a tobacco review. Now, the last time that I reviewed Moriarty, the Byron Ventures blend, at the time I was going to review Byronic Slices, but Moriarty really caught my attention at the time. So I was going to do Byronic Slices today, except I got pulled away again, this time by River of Deceipt, which is like it's a Virginia blend, but with a subtle topping. If you read the write-up, it says it's like inspired by blends like Brighton and Cardiff, which are both esoterica blends. Blends that I've not tried, but if you look at reviews for both of them, you see, although the topping is undefined, most people can detect something there, and indeed, I can detect something here. It's not strong, it is just there. And I wanted just to clear up one point. Some people found it strange that I might like an aromatic. I do like aromatics on occasion. My palate is like on an eternal cycle, and I will smoke like Latakia blends from morning till night for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden, snap, it will change and I'll do something else. Remember, I spent 1 year smoking every maple flavoured tobacco I could get my hands on. It was all I could want, was maple flavoured tobacco. It was a strange year. So, although I don't normally go for an aromatic, I'm not opposed to an aromatic. I suppose the thing to say is, I like it when the added flavour is part of the profile, not dominates the profile. In other words, as long as I can taste the tobacco in the blend and it's working with the flavour that's been added, I'm good with that. What I don't like is, so the first lot of aromatics that I tried in the UK were the ones that you can easily get hold of here, and like with the Peterson blends. Now, if you've ever tried the sort of the Peterson aromatics, they're not good, really, as a group. I should say I don't like them. They tend to use like some mild Virginia kind of thing, and then it's just smothered with some generic vanilla flavour, and that's all you can taste is vanilla flavour, and the thing burns as hot as blazes, and it's just also, they tend to taste really synthetic as well. Not good. In that sense, I think the Americans do aromatics a lot better. They've had more time, I think, to wrap their heads around what an aromatic is and the best way to do it. The way that we do aromatics best in the UK is the Lakeland blends, where the flavours that are added work in harmony with the tobacco flavours. But of course, the Lakelands divide the crowd as well. All right. So, we're smoking River of Deceipt. As you can see, bright orange and stoved Virginia. Now, that is just, it's a really, it's a a licorice slash sour cherry vibe. With a subtle musk to it. And you can get the sort of like this tang from it as well. It feels like it's got depth to it, which is, it's really foresty, if you like that as a description. Really like walking through a forest that's, I don't know, but it's really, it's not, the aromatics aren't kind of up in the air. They're not kind of, they don't have that syntheticness, that quality to them. They feel kind of earthy. All right. So we can the Slender Man. On that first light, there's no doubt that you do, the aromatic element comes in first. But the Virginias have really got a lot of depth to them, so they're not kind of pushed to the sides. They kind of support the whole thing. I'm noticing that the smoke is slightly warmer than a lot of blends I would normally smoke, which is why I sensed it straight away. It's burning a little. The temperature's just elevated a little. I wouldn't describe it as a cool smoke. The kind of licorice that was that was really present in the nose isn't so much there in the flavour. You have the sour cherry. With a kind of that vague sort of like vanilla musk. But they're sort of dying back down. I think it's the orange and the stove Virginias that are kind of running the show. It's quite nice that it's not, there's no burleys, there's no perique, so they're kind of like the normal sort of like bass notes, earthy notes, that would make this a kind of like a heavier, richer blend aren't there. So it does feel lighter. And I think that's why I was drawn to it. Today's been a really warm day here, and rainy as well. So I would say that the atmosphere is a bit muggy. I don't think I could face sort of a rich, heavy smoke right now. The fact that this is a lighter area, fruitier blend is kind of, it's really pleasant. You can see it's really quite, it's like for a Virginia blend, it's smoking really, okay, so Virginias are known to like burn hot, but they're generally like it's a sugary leaf, not many oils, so the smoke tends to be quite thin. Now, the stowed Virginias seem to really kind of help modify the element, so the smoke's got some good body. It doesn't feel like you're smoking hot air like a lot of pure VA blends can do. It's not overly sweet. The kind of the sour cherry element to it really sort of knocks the sweetness back. I'm not going to call this a savoury blend. There is sweetness in there, but it's not. This isn't going to like satisfy the sweet tooth like I'm trying to think. There was a McBaron blend I once loved. I don't like it now, but I used to love it. I wish I could remember what it's called. McBaron Cube. And basically you could smoke that if you wanted dessert. It was so tooth-achingly sweet. But, you know, there's times when that's what's called for. A very pleasant, I'm going to call it a can I call it a mild aromatic? I'll call it a refined aromatic. So it's not a gloopy sweet aromatic. There's quite a lot going on, and with the body of the smoke as well. It almost feels unfair to call it an aromatic, but with those bits of licorice, sour cherry, vanilla musk in the background, you definitely have to call it a flavoured. I can see Ken furiously typing in the comments, "There's no topping on it," and me going, "Really?" But it's quite beautiful. If you're looking for something, if you're normally smoking VAs, if there's any part of you that can entertain a flavoured tobacco, this is a really nice one. Awesome. It's definitely not an everyday smoke for me, but it's one that I think I can keep coming back to. Very good. I'm going to show you a pipe. My last video I was working away on a pencil shank cutty. That is now done. Now, I was going to say, and it's available. As it happens, it's not available. It got picked up. But I'm going to show it you anyway. My orange Cumberland stem. She blasted with some uniformity actually on this side, which is quite nice. She wasn't readily giving up the ring grain, but the ring grain is there nonetheless. So not a deep sandblast, medium light. I didn't drop it. I didn't. And it weighs about 40 grams. So very clenchable. So, new shape on the go. Slenderman Cutty style. Alright, that's it for today. God, my videos are getting longer and longer. If you want to ask me a question that requires a more long form answer than something in the comments, you can write to me with the subject header Dear Eldritch at devilsreef@gmail.com, and I may answer it in a video. Who knows? Who knows what may take my fancy on any given day? Alright, that's it for me from now. I will see you soon with, no doubt, another review or answering questions. But till then, take it easy. See you soon. Ta-da.